Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Kylie Bertucci, Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. Hello to you all. Good morning. It's crafting time. We're going to have some fun today. I've come up with an idea sort of based on Bruno's Scrappy strips, my t-shirt. I think there's something out there called a floating window card. Maybe a trellis card. There's a few different things around, and I thought, you know what, let's do a mashup of all of them. I'm not quite sure what to call this card, but maybe let's enlist the brain trust and we can ask all of you what you think. So I will be watching your comments, checking it out. Bruno will be around soon. He had a very big day of work, Stampin' Up work yesterday. He was doing all the end of month because Jessie is on holidays. So we realised just how much we appreciate Jessie and all the work that she does because, it was a lot of work and Bruno did it all while I went shopping. It's very important. I have to go shopping for Norway. 0.1% of demonstrators worldwide get to go on an incentive trip when they earn certain levels and things like that. So Bruno and I are heading off in just, I think it's 10 days now, 10 days time. No, it's actually less than a week. How is time going? Are you finding that time is going really quick? I seriously can't keep up. Like yesterday it was a week, so it's 6 days, people, till we go, not 10. But anyway, I digress. As you would expect, let's have a look at the card we're making together today. Ready? Da, 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 da. Isn't she a beauty? Look at this, people. So this is brand new window sheets and it's a bit bright, but you might be able to see that it's silver. On the back of these window sheets, it's actually got gold. And I thought, what can I use that's going to really highlight that silver in the card? And for me, I felt like the brand new online exclusives is the way to go. What's the name of that paper? Let me have a look. I have it right here in my hot little hands. Good morning, everyone. And it made me realise that I actually don't have any silver embossing powder in my room. So I have how do you say that word? Seconded? Take a Bruno's. Naturally gilded. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Check it out. So you can actually close it, like it closes like that to go in the mail. So it does go flat. And I've got a few tips and things on that. And it does open up so you can see the gold on the back. And I've got a few ideas of what we can do, but I don't mind the back looking like that. But I do have a couple of ideas of what we can do there. And I had this plain because I really wanted a plain background. But as you can see, I just couldn't leave it totally plain. So I've used those basics embossing folder to just add a little bit of extra. And then what we do is we go like this to open the little platform where it sits on. But where do we write? How can I write on this card? Well, ta-da! We open it up like so. Whee! So it folds out quite a few times, and the back, oh yeah, even underneath here I've done some embossing. Sorry, it'll take a little while to zoom in, but it will eventually. So yeah, I did some embossing on there. Or maybe it won't. It's like, nah, I've got nothing there to focus on, so I'm not going to focus at all. But I do really, really love these blossoms in the silver and on black. I just think they look absolutely stunning. So hot tip for you all, if you don't have this silver embossing powder, I feel you need it in your life. Yeah, you must go and get it. Stat. Go run. Run, don't walk. Yes. So let's have a little play. Let's jump on in. Please tell me where you're watching from, what we can do to help you. If you live in Australia and you're looking at doing some card making, we can assist you with that. In fact, we can assist you wherever you are in the world because we know a lot of demonstrators who can help you. So if you are from anywhere in the world that has decided you want to make cards like this and you want some support, we gotcha. We've got your back. We want to help you have some fun too. What else did I want to tell you today? Oh, just that it's new catalogue time. Are you kidding me? Are you all excited? I know, I love new product. I was hoping it would actually come this morning. I've been stalking it so hard, but I've realised I think it's more than likely going to be on Monday. So watch this space. Hopefully before we go, maybe the very day that we go, I'll do an unboxing video for you because we leave next Thursday. So maybe we'll do a Thursday session instead of a Friday, or maybe we'll film it and do a premiere. You just have to wait and see, won't you? We'll see what we come up with. I'm trying to be organised this time. I've started packing, people, so I know exactly what I need, exactly what's missing. The weather's going to be very cold in Norway, like extremely cold. So I need to rug up, which is very exciting. I don't mind being cold, to be honest, but I do love a pool. I love a cocktail by the pool on holidays, so it's a bit sad that there's no cocktails by the pool on this trip, but, you know, I can live with it. Someone's got to do it, right? Better be us. So let's have a little look here at what we've got going on. Got my desk ready to go. We ready? What do I need? I need a trimmer. I need the Stampin' Up! Trimmer. If you don't have the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, where have you been? Where have you been all your life? I heard big news that, look at this. Disgusting. Disgraceful. Whose trimmer is this? Clearly mine. I've heard that the Boho Blue is now available to purchase for customers. I hope so, Patricia. I hope I get to see the Northern Lights. I really, that's so on my bucket list. One time we even woke up at 3 a.m. on the cruise ship to see it. Nothing. We saw nothing. So I'll let you know. I'll be aiming for it. And there's no Gina news yet. I told her to stand on her head and eat curry. Nothing. So keep waiting. I can see Lisa's impatiently waiting. No, she's got lots to keep her busy, which is good. So, yes, you can get the Boho Blue, peeps. Run, don't walk. Go over and get this gorgeous little mini. And even if it's just to look at it on your shelf. Jessie Scott, she loves the Boho. I even heard of her all the way over from, where are you now, Jessie? Edinburgh. You in Edinburgh still? Or have you gone to Bath? You're having a bath. She said all the way from Europe. I love the Boho. The Australian accent overseas, you realise just how Australian you are. You're like, I really understand just how Australian I am. Megan Laconu. I got Disney ears. She really loved those Disney ears too. So what we're going to do is we need 3 of these pieces firstly. Now, if you have our card templates, there has been an update. A couple of you got given this weird update that said liquid error or something, and so quite a few people thought that it was spam. It wasn't spam. It was definitely us. But if you have any issues and you're a bit concerned, don't hesitate to ask us and we will send you a copy. So if you don't want to touch that link that says liquid error or whatever it says, we gotcha. So, but yeah, if you don't know what our card templates are, please go and get them stat. Bruno has been so kind as to, let me show you what I have here in my hot little hands. He has done them all up. He's put all the names on, and of course you would put your measurements on the front. It makes more sense to do that. but I haven't because I don't want to confuse any of you, because I use metric and some of you use inches for A4, some of you use inches for standard or letter sized cardstock. So I don't want to confuse you with the measurements that I have on here. So I put them on the back, but you can put them on the front because they're yours and you're not going to confuse yourself. Well, if you're Kylie, you probably could confuse yourself. But these layers just really help us to work out what we want to do, what we want to create. So there's nothing new. There's no actual new layers. However, there was a lot of the cardstock that actually retired. So Jessie doesn't like that. I'm not a huge fan myself, Jessie, but it is very clear. It's very easy to read. That's what I thought to myself. It's easy to read. It's clear. I know that that's Old Olive. I can read it. Maybe he's helping me because he realizes I've got over 40 eyesight. He's like, petal pink. So good. You all got an update. Excellent. And if we do come up with some new layers, which I'm sure we will, there's a couple of layers that I would like to see, and I have realized that we needed. So that will come, and you'll get the update included too. So it's well worth it. So if you don't know how to scan, you can take a picture of the screen and you can hold that little code that goes, that's the sound of a QR code. That's the sound in my head anyway. It reminds me of when the internet was connecting. That's what the QR code sounds like in my head. Remember those days when we'd hear it connecting? Oh dear. I think I need a coffee. Oh good, you love it chopped saved you. I love a bit of love it chopped. So good. Now remember, you can score first if you wish. I do find it helps me get a crisp, clean cut. If you struggle with, a wispy edge, we don't want wispy edges. We want nice, clean cuts. You may have to change your blade, but, especially when I have cuts like this, sometimes the paper is just not quite half, not quite to where I want it exactly. So the cut that I'm doing is the Calypso Coral, because it opens like so. This one and this one are the same size, the Gorgeous Grape, but one opens like a regular card, like that most people are used to, whereas this one is like a top opening card. So it's good to have both, but both are half, just cut on different ways. So the Calypso Coral is cut lengthways, the tall side facing the cutter, and the Gorgeous Grape is cut that way. So that's the only difference. But it's good to have something that tells you exactly how to cut it, especially if you're a new card maker. Oh my goodness, you need these in your life. Like, stat, you need them because they really help. Because I would get really confused when I first started crafting, and I hate math. I'm not a mathematician, and I want to create. I don't want to be working out what cut I need to do. Just tell me already. Tell me what measurements I need. Now, all of these can be folded. We can use our trimmer to do some really good scoring here. We want to go right up against both edges, like so. I'm sorry if you can hear the heater. I'm not game to turn it off because it's really cold in here, but it will be over soon. In case you can hear a fan. It will be done. The house will warm up. Okay. So I'll do 3. Actually, I might go and turn it off because it's a bit annoying. Can you all hear it? Or is it blocking it out? So that gives it a nice crisp image. Your bone folder is your best friend when it comes to getting a crisp, nice image there. Ah, thank you, Lena. I'm glad you like those. Technology sound effects. I think you need 2 coffees, not 1. I agree, Nicole. You know what? I'm going to go turn off the heater and I'm going to go make myself a coffee. I moved the coffee out of the stamp room, people. Why would I do that? Why would I do such a thing? What are we doing today? I think we need a Love It, Chop It. Have I got a Love It, Chop It here? Oh, you know what I need? Oh, I need our honorary team mug. This is what I need. Can you see this, everyone? Oh, it's for my crazy crafters. Look at that. Because, you know, they're the best. And I'm pretty sure we've got something here.
Did someone say Beveragino?
Did
someone say Beveragino?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Beveragino!
Kylie, enough already. All right, Beveragino time. We hear you. I'll be right back. Talk among yourselves. It's like the longest pouring coffee in the history of coffee pouring. And of course it was out of water. Of course. So please remind me in about 2 minutes' time to go get my coffee. It should be just at the right temperature by then anyway. Now, where were we? Before I was interrupted by Beveragino time. And poor Bruno, because he's resting, I can't just boss him around. I really do need him at these times when it's time to boss him around. Now, we've got this beautiful window paper. This is brand new paper, this one. So this is brand new product from our new catalogue. But I thought I'd do a bit of a mashup of a few different things, like the online exclusives, as well as the newer stuff. Now, I did cut this down, unfortunately, the wrong size because I realised it needed to be the full sheet, not just my usual card template, the Poppy Parade size. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not doing the inside piece. I'm doing like the full sheet, so it needed to be the full size. I'm just so used to cutting it that size that my brain went into Love It, Chop It mode. So just be careful. Do make sure that it's not your Love It, Chop It mode and it is actually the size that you need. Now, I don't think, yeah, this one here is the right size, but is it the right? Oh, yeah, that looks good, actually. I think we can work with this guy. So basically what I did was, if you can even cut it a little bit longer than 6 inches, you might even be able to do, like, it probably would be easier, to be honest, if you could go like 6.5 inches, which does mean the other side you won't be able to use for this card. But if you can have a little bit extra, and you'll understand in a moment why, because we're going to basically, if you've got your Cajun Craze size, we're going to score it. We're cutting it at the Cajun Craze size this way, but this side we're scoring at the Cajun Craze size. So if you have the Cajun Craze layer, you will need that to do some scoring. And we're just going to burnish this quite a number of times. Last night, Bro was like, what is that noise? What is that infernal racket? Oh, Nicole, you're going to cope. Oh, P.S. Be very, very mindful. In fact, if you want to, while you're working with your window sheet, take your cutting blade off. Because last night I did cut into it a little bit. And I'm like, no. I'd already put all of the strips down and everything. And I was like, what have you done? As Jessie would say, you goose. You're such a goose. So, Nicole, you're going to cope fine. As I said to Megan LaCourtney last night, she was messaging me and she's like, how are we going to cope without you, with you being away? And I'm like, you're going to be so sick of us. We're going to go live so much more than usual. So please make sure you're following our Instagram and that you're on our Facebook page as well, because we're more than likely to go live on Instagram more than anything. I'll put the link up here. Oh, thank you, Tanya. She did a very good job. I went into the winter mode for our overseas cold snap. Let's just have a look here. Why is that not popping up? Insta. There it is. So that's our Instagram. If you're not following that and you want to keep up with our travels, I'm sure we will have plenty for you over there. So that is our little window sheet. Isn't that the coolest? So it's good to use this. It is a little bit more flimsy, I think, than the plain one, but I love, love, love the pattern on this. And there's 3 different patterns. Where did I put the patterns? Where did you all go? Like, seriously, where do you walk to? Let me have a look and see. I'll get my coffee while I'm at it. Maybe they went and got my coffee for me. I shouldn't accuse it of wrong motives. It could be doing something good for me. It could be helping out around the house. I think it could be doing the dishes even. Did I leave it in the drawer? Probably. I probably put it back. That would be a bit unusual of me though. Oh, it is back. It's back in its spot, people. Oh, who even am I? So here are the other ones. So you've got the stars, and it's got a bit of a break here in the middle. And then like a party celebration type one. So they're the 3. And each side is gold and then silver. And you get the 3 sheets. They're called gold celebrations. So, yeah, a bit of fun to have some patterned window sheets. I think they're awesome. Back in a moment. Collecting my Beveragino. So I'm using this cup because we had a new team member join us this week, which is very, very exciting. So I need to have a Crazy Crafter celebration for our new team member. Yay, coffee. You didn't receive yours, Christine? I just messaged. They were sent out yesterday. So about 24 hours ago. Because yesterday could mean something very different to you. 24 hours ago. We're talking hours on YouTube and Facebook. So just email or message and Bruno can get them out to you. We can check and see what happened. Sometimes we've noticed that some didn't request to be contacted or the wrong email was put in. So we can just check and make sure that's okay. Yeah. Things happen, right? Oh, you love the pattern, Patricia. Thank you. And can I just say, please, everyone, good morning to all the stalkers out there too. I got an email yesterday, someone saying, I love your YouTube channel. Thank you so much. P.S. I'm a stalker. I never say anything. And I'm like, So I had to remind myself, say hello to the stalkers. Say hello to the people that never comment, but just sit in the background or watch the replay. I see you. I see you all there. But, you're welcome to say hello. You're welcome to say good day. But you don't have to. I'm fine with that. Hi, Rory. Oh, Rory feels like a new one. Are you newbie, Rory? Sorry if you're not, but, sometimes I get distracted while I'm crafting. So I may have missed your name. I'm sorry. Okay, where were we? We've got our Beveragino. Oh, it's going through me. I love coffee in the morning. It's going to be a good day. So we've got that scored. We'll move these other window sheets out of the way so we don't get confused. And we're going to put our Scrappy strips on here. So how do we do Scrappy strips? If you haven't done this technique, oh my goodness, it is so much fun. Bruno came up with it. To him, it was like, duh, it was like no-brainer, so easy. And I'm going to go the gold side this time because we've seen the silver. So let's go gold. Now, what you do want to do here is you want to go a little bit larger than normal because we want to have a little bit extra. So the size is 10.5. So we're actually going to go like maybe, you know what we can do? We'll go to the 6 mark because that will, we'll score that first. That will give us plenty of buffer. Like a little bit too much, but that's okay. We'll use the leftovers for something. Because we can go like that. And then I want it around, it doesn't have to be all the way along because we're going to have spaces. So we'll probably go to about the 12 mark. I think that should give us plenty. And then from here, because that's going to be a useful piece now, we can make a landscape card out of that. Sometimes it's hard to know how to cut, but from here we can then go smaller. We don't have to go the full 6 inches because we've got, for us here, it's the Poppy Parade size. So just look at how big it is and just go maybe like an inch larger or 3/4 of an inch larger or a couple of centimeters larger. So I'm probably going to do a couple of 2 centimeters larger because we just want that little bit of overhang. And now this piece here can be actually used for something rather than being wasted. And to do a scrappy strip, all you're going to do, you don't measure anything, you just eyeball it. And you can be quite, like these don't have to be small. The only difference with these type of scrappy strips is we want it to stay in some sort of order. So I just sort of brought it around to the edge here. You can see I'm just putting them here so that they... Oh, hi there. Good morning. Everyone says hello. They missed you. So you're just going on an angle each time. I told him to watch me from bed. I said, can you be moderator from bed today? Because you need to sleep. But he did one step better and just slept. We had no moderator for a while. You're all amazing moderators. You answer questions that people have for me, don't you? That's why I love you all. We keep it real around here, peeps. If you're looking for a professional, just move along. If you're looking for real, this is real life crafting in the Bertucci household. Oh, this is looking pretty good. So you can see I'm like no rhyme, no reason. Like you can do some the same, like angle even. Like it doesn't have to be different angles. It does look good with different angles. Some can be thick, some can be thin, but I think that's enough. Let's have a look here. Oh, maybe one more just in case. JIC. Just in case. Oh, you can't find them either, Judith. That's all good. You just message us and we'll get on to you. We'll get on to the love it, chop it pieces for you and work out what's going on. It could have been an email issue. Another thing to do too is just check in your junk. Check your junk. Stuff always ends up in junk. So annoying. So keep all this together. We don't want this to mix up because it looks really good when it's all lined up together. And it actually creates a pattern in between those lines. So it looks like everything's good there. So I'm not gonna play with them. They can stay right there. We'll close that so that, or actually we'll use that one first and then I can close it. So we'll start from the bottom, and I actually tested this with Tombow and it works great. And one thing to keep in mind is you are going to see the back. So my hot tip to you, which is what I was going to do during this one, but you know, I clearly hadn't had enough coffee yet, or the coffee hadn't hit me yet. But if you wanted to do the back, which I don't mind the look of this, but I highly recommend if you want to cover that completely and you don't want to see anything, and I'll show you how to remove the Tombow you can avoid seeing the Tombow. I started at the bottom here. You can see that you can see it at the bottom because I was a bit heavy-handed. But as we get to the top, I've realised if you use less and you just sort of use your bone folder to push it along, then you're not seeing the glue. So I think it looks fine. But if you really wanted to cover it, just do 2 of these at the same time as you're cutting the Scrappy strips. And you want them to be the white on white. So down like that. Let's see if I've got an example here. So say, for instance, I've got this one here and this one here. You want to cut them like that, right? And you've got to be really careful to keep that in place. You could even use some of the, what's it called? The masking tape. You know, the, it's a little bit sticky, but it's not going to stay stuck together. And then that way, every piece is going to be the opposite of one another. And then you can put them front and back. Does that make sense? Hopefully I'm clear as mud. If you have any questions about that, let me know. But I might even show you a prototype just so that you can see what I'm talking about. Let me do it now, actually. Let me show you. I'll show you. So we'll just use this piece here. Where's a piece, a little bit of Scrappy piece that we had? Yeah, this looks good. So you can see here I've got this piece here, and you've got to make sure they're up the right way too, so that they are facing the right direction. So you've got one piece there, one piece there. Be very careful not to hurt anyone there so that no one gets hurt in the process. And you just use your Scrappy. Pretend that this piece is not as long, but anyway. Go like so. And then you do it all the way along. Pretend that's all the way both sides. And then what it means is you can go like this. You can have this here, like so. But on the back, to cover that back piece, you can have this one here. But pretend that this is longer. See what I mean? Does that make sense? Clear? So that's the way to do the cover up, is just cut them together and make sure that they're white on white. So both patterns facing outwards. Hot tip from Kylie. Now we'll put that to the side because that will confuse me when I go to do the pattern. And we'll just double check that we have the right pattern. Yes. Clear. We do. I'll just move my little nugget out of the way so it doesn't keep going fuzzy on you. Now, I saw news that the grid paper has sold out. I was so devs. I didn't end up getting any extra. Ugh. How could it sell out? So sad. It made me want to cry. Oh, that's not my TV one. There is a TV one here. There is one that is like pretending to be clean, but no idea where it is. It's hiding from me. It's like, I want to show everyone who you really are. Who knows where it is? Bruno stole it. Let's go. You got it. Excellent. Capiche? Comprehende? How come you didn't bite on that one, Bruno? I was waiting for you to bite. Now I feel guilty.
Isn't that funny how I didn't ask to be involved? You involved me in the conversation. I didn't respond, and you complained that
Hey, I'm a woman. He goes, isn't it amazing how I didn't ask to be involved? Then you involved me. I didn't want to be involved. Then you still involved me. Something like that. Was that substance sufficient? Now you want this right to the edge of the bottom piece because it kind of like anchors it, I feel.
the order's coming today.
I know! Well, one of them is. I actually looked it up. It's not all of them.
The ones that I ordered are coming today.
Oh, no. So you see how you can just see a little bit of glue here. and you don't have to do this every time. After like a couple of, like every second or third, you can just do a little smush with your bone folder, and that will just remove any glue. But you just want to be very light-handed if you're going to use Tombow glue. And don't worry, we're going to cut those edges. But yeah, just an FYI. This is so ugly, this silicone mat. Oh my goodness. Do you have a better one, Britta Bertucci, in your room? You can initial it. It's so distracting with this window paper. It's like normally I'm covering it, but I can't cover it.
I bought you another 2.
Yeah, they're here somewhere. Who knows where? Thank you. Oh, that's so beautiful. Look how beautiful it is.
Don't clean it.
You're so good. It's because he cleans it, everyone. It's a profound statement, really. Cleaning items after you've used them. Okay, so we've got our next one here. So just keep checking that you've got it lined up, because I think it looks really beautiful lined up. You don't have to, but I really like it. I'm doing this one a little bit closer, actually, than our previous one. Oh, I don't feel like that's the right one. Is that the right one? No. No. We need to do a bit of a clean now. See, this is what happens when I get distracted. Yeah, that's the one. Who are you? Who are you? Where did you come from? I don't even know where this is from. Where did you come from? So if you do something like this is good that this happened, because we can get some baby wipes. I know, it's so clean. It's like brand new, Christine. I think that's what I need to do. I just need to buy myself a new one like every week. Every time I watch any of Lisa Curcio's videos, I want to buy a new silicone sheet. I'm like, oh yeah, I think I need a silicone sheet. Oh wait, we've got 10. And even anything in between. Let's give it a good little wipe. And yeah. Look, Brenna, I'm wiping your silicone mat. Isn't that genius? So we'll go like this. Tiny little bit of glue. Don't go too heavy-handed. Line that up nicely. Looking pretty. Maybe this is where you come in. No, got no idea where this guy came from. Literally just jumped in. Just went, yep, I'm coming in. Whether you like me or not, I'm joining you. It must have been from the one that I cut before. Even though I put it to the side, it somehow made its way back. Maybe it's from down... Oh, no. Ugh, got no idea. Ooh, may have found it, people. No. No idea. These are all lining up. Ooh, should I find a piece? No. Don't know. Anyway, as long as we've got all the pieces, that's all that matters. And I've even got a bit extra here if I go too thin. So that's all good. Crisis averted, everyone. He's just an imposter. He's trying to sneak his way in. Julie wants to know if you're fully awake, Bruno. He must have his headphones in. He's on a delay. He's on a 1 minute delay. Either that or he's not awake yet and he's decided, no, I'm not replying. Can't. Too tired. It's over here, Megan. Look, I've got two of them. Look, there's the front and back one, and there's the imposter. Like, I moved the front and back one. No idea where the imposter came from. He fits here somewhere, but maybe at the bottom, but it doesn't even look like it's from the bottom. It's all just very strange. It's trying to, like, throw me off, but I will not be defeated. I will not be conquered. Yes. Oh, that's good. So pretty. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a gradient because I'm very close here. So I'm going to start to pull away and do larger. So it's going to go thin, 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 larger, 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 because I think that will look really good. Because I want to be able to see more of this background too. Is that in the right spot? I feel like that's in a weird spot. This one's very odd. I feel like, oh no, there he is there. I was like, do you belong? I feel like he's the other imposter. Let's bring the other one back and see if he was the original of this one. No. No. See what I mean? So learn from me, everyone. You really, really have to make sure. Like, I really made sure that they were all in order. But no. The other thing that could happen too is, because that doesn't even feel like it matches. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it does. Sorry for feeling that you didn't match, because you really did. But this one definitely is not matching. Let's try this side. No, it's definitely not that side. Let's have a look here and see if this matches. So there is something missing here. I purely do this just for your entertainment, everyone. I seriously couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. Oh, we're onto something here, everyone. Oh, I think we've cracked the code. Yes. Good. What are we gonna do with Kylie? So let's line it up again. It's like weird how it lines up, but it is lining up. So fine, we trust you. So we've got that bigger gap there. And we just need a few more, because this one is the top, so that matches there. We just need a few more of them. Need another sip of my coffee. Molassie. Oh no, she's not in Scotland anymore. How do they speak in Edinburgh? Do they have like a bit of a Scottish accent too there in Edinburgh? Or is it a little bit different? I don't know what that was. I think that was a mashup of Irish as well. So I did them a little bit thinner than last time. I like it. I think it looks good. I like it. And again, keep them very safe. You will behave. You stay there. Don't move, okay? Told ya. Stay there. Okay. Has anyone been doing some crafting lately? Who's got their new order? Who's got some new goodies that have arrived already? Because it's live, everyone. You can place an order if you like. Get some newbies, get some new things. So it's got a little bit of oh, that was a bit dumb. Don't do that. Make sure everything's dry first. Make sure it's lined up. That's good. Yes, you're back where you need to be. Good job. No one saw anything. It's crisis averted. It's probably better to go this way. But yeah, just be careful not to be too hard because you don't want to be scratching the window sheet. But yeah, if you notice like little bits where there's a little bit more glue, another option would be to maybe use the dauber and Amarasi. They sure do. I was too scared to go all the way. I have to go totally in or not at all, right? What do you mean there's a Loch Ness? But I'll be like, oh no, stop. Just stop already. You got some newbies doing a swap. That's awesome. Oh, that's right. I was meant to be going larger, wasn't I? I'm too distracted. I'm here with all of you. It's very exciting. Ooh, the Beauty of the Deep bundle. That's a nice one, Kathy. We were just figuring out what we're going to do for our class bundle last night. Ooh, I think earthenware looks like a winner. So I think we're going to leave it there. I'm happy with that. So that is the front. So it's going smaller to larger. And then we're just going to come in here. You can use the trimmer or scissors, whatever you prefer. If you're going to use scissors, I highly recommend just getting a little bit of scratch paper. You know, even if you use a bit of old grid paper or something like that, just to cover where the glue is, or even cut from the other side so that you don't get any. Well, you're still going to get glue, so I think it's good to do it this way. And you just come in here like so, and it just means then your nice scissors aren't getting glue on them. And it's also cool if you wanted to decorate the inside of your card. If you had enough left over, you could just do this on a like actual cardstock and watch what happens here. And if you had a full piece covering it, then you could actually use this as decoration on the inside. So then even that's not wasted. Isn't that amazing? That side's a little bit slim, so it's not going to work on that side. But my scissors don't have adhesive on them. They're happy. And, yeah, I'm happy because the edge has been cut. Could probably even use the grid lines to really, make sure that it's where it needs to be and that you're not cutting a piece of the window sheet like I think I just did. You found the template in the email bin. Oh, no. I'm glad you found it, though. That's good. but it is very annoying when it ends up in junk. How dare it assume our email is junk? Now, this bit here, this is probably the most difficult part, and it's not that difficult. So stick with me. You just want to really give this a good burnish. Love that word. Burnish. I feel very English when I say burnish. So you really want to get that tucked in behind there on its fold where you've done the scoring. I think it's all, oh, it's a little bit over there. But yeah, this is probably, you could probably spend a little bit more time just going back and forth on your trimmer, even using your bone folder. How did you get in? I literally got rid of everything on my table except for the TV items, which, yeah, still aren't the best. But literally, where did you jump in from? Get over there. I only had, I made sure my cup had just what I needed in it, not any of the riffraff, well-used craft supplies that I have in my room, and still managed to find its way home. It's like, but I belong to you. I love you. Don't leave me, Kylie. Don't replace me for someone new. This is what the silicon man over here is saying too. Okay, now let's have a look at these steps. So to stick this down, and you could, you know, this is a good amount of lip, but you could even have a little bit more, which obviously is going to be a lot easier for you. The more lip you have, the better. And what we're going to do is normally you would, the usual way would be to have the card like this, but we're going to actually flip it, and we're going to put this inside here like so. So you can see here it's going to be stuck down right in between there, and that is actually going to be the first card base because we're going to stick all of that together, and no one will know, and it's hidden right in there. No one will know because they're not going to see it at the back, but it's just a really easy, simple way of getting that window sheet in there. Another thing that I did before, which I thought was a handy idea, because the window sheet is quite full on, so you can just line it up at the front here. You can see here it's a little bit skewy, but anyway, you can kind of jiggle around to get it in the right spot. I think this one is the correct one, this fold here. See how it's sort of coming out each side? So I don't really want it to be that crooked, because that's very crooked if I follow that score line. So I can see here that this side needs a little bit more of a burnish, because I want that to try as much as it can to be even. But like I said, this is probably the most annoying bit, but I think it's worth the time and effort that it takes to get this right. Let's have a look here and see if that's a bit better. See if that's doable. What I might end up doing is just chopping down that side, although none of you will even probably see it or notice it. Yep, I'm happy with that. So if it really bothers you, we can do a little bit of chopping here. It was probably that I cut it on an angle, knowing me. Knowing me. Now, tear and tape is our friend. You can do little bits, or you could do, I think it's easier to manage it in smaller pieces, to be honest. And we're right up against the edge here. And we're just going to tape this down. This doesn't have to be perfect, because remember, we're coming in with Tombow as well. Or you might want to use the seal. And we're just sticking that down. And you could go from a few different directions if you wanted to. Like if you want to come up like a little bit here as well, you could. But just make sure it's all the way along. And it doesn't matter if it's going to have a little bit of a double up. I'm just going to keep some of this out so that we don't have to lose that again. You stay there, mister. But I do want that to go as close to the edge as I can get. Ah, hello there. Still use you. And that's just stuck that down there so that's nice and sturdy. You can see it can get a little bit grubby, so just keep using your wipe so that it's happy. Now, this part here, we just get the Tombow glue or whatever glue, whatever adhesive you prefer. Whee! Give that a good lathering. And we want to just stick that down. La la la. And let's see how crooked it is on the front. Hey, that's pretty good. So I think the window sheet was actually crooked. We'll blame the window sheet. So yeah. But it could more than likely be my burnishing. So we'll just leave that there for now. Hi, Tess. But it's a really, really cool little idea. And I'm sure there's like other things that you could, like other techniques that you could use with this. I don't know. You tell me, what could you use for this idea? Because it's a really, like I thought you could even leave it like this, but, you know, where would we write? I suppose we could do it on the back even and then have an opening there. But it's pretty, it's pretty solid, isn't it? Just like that. And just keep, see how it's like got that little pop-up thing happening. So just keep burnishing it. Being careful not to damage the pattern. Although it's pretty sturdy. Burnish, burnish. Is that on the inside? I think it might be that piece there. But it looks good. But we're going to go a step further, right? We'll do a little bit extra. The pattern on the front looks like it lines up okay. I don't know where on earth that extra piece came from. Okay, so we've got that. Let's do a bit of a tidy here. We're done with you. We're done with you. We're over. So when we do the inside, we're going to go like so. I'm going to open up like so. And we also are going to have another piece here that's going to open up like so. So it goes and then in. And so the only thing to keep in mind, and I probably should have remembered to do this, but you don't, because you're going to have quite a lot of bulk here, you could even extend this a little bit. I mean, I don't mind it, and you don't notice it on the other one, because hopefully the minute they open it, they're going to be like, what? And, you know, they're going to start investigating and not really notice that there's a bit of a lip here. Yeah, it is a very unusual card. Hopefully when we get to the end, you'll appreciate it a bit more. It's nice, it's different, it's unusual. So what we'll do is we'll pop in some Tombow. You can use your tear and tape or glue that you prefer. And we're not going to go right up into the edge here. We're just going to leave a little bit of a lip. Because I find when everything closes, it's just a little bit easier to manage it. And then we'll put another one here. So just keep like testing it just to make sure that you're gluing the right thing to the right thing. So you just keep sort of imagining how it opens up. And same here, we don't want it too close to that score line. Give it a really good burnish. And this is why I like the Tombow glue, because I can just zhuzh everything over for a little bit, make sure everything's lined up, and then that's going to sit there like that. So yeah, I don't really mind that, you know, there's a bit of a lip there. And then that's going to open up like so. So we're going to decorate that so that it becomes like a little trifold. And then we're going to open up to this. So yeah, it's a great little cut. I've done this before with a different technique. But let's just decorate the inside with some of this beautiful naturally gilded, isn't it? Naturally gilded paper. So I've got some over here that we can use. This was the piece that we used on the inside. Oh, I'm so happy, Lena. So that first one, I'm going to do some embossing with basic black. But this one here, I definitely want to, you don't have to have the same paper, but I think it just flows really nicely to have that same paper there. You could even use like a different color if you wanted to, like this, the silver or the copper. So up to you. You could even do like layers. I've done it the Poppy Parade size, this size here. But if you wanted to do Poppy Parade and then like have a layer of gold or something like that in between, if you really want to step it up that next level. In fact, we might use gold as the little trim here because I've got some there. What's our latest gold that we have available? Let me go to my shop. Let's go shopping, people. Oh yes, here we go. I actually got some metallic embossing powder. So this one here, I realized I didn't have them, the updated versions of them. So I'm really excited about them coming. And the other thing that I realized I didn't have was, I don't know how I missed it, to be honest, but it's this enamel effect here. So look out for a video on this because this is going to be so much fun. I don't know how I missed it. Did I miss this, or is this, did it come back? Because in the catalogue it doesn't say it's new, but I'm like, oh, I love it. Because you can use it like as embellishments and things on your cards, like creating your own little dots. Like, so instead of you see me use embellishments and, you know, put them on my cards, well, you can actually create your own. I know. So yeah, so I added that to our cart, Bruno. But what have we got? Let's just type in gold. This is what I like to do when I'm looking for a project. Oh, so we've got the distressed gold is still available. That one might be nice. Or we've got the gold foil sheets too. This is the gold celebrations specialty designer series paper, it calls it. It's not really paper, it's window sheets. So yeah, I'm glad I showed you this because it could be a little bit confusing, but this is the window sheet I'm using today. Yeah, acetate sheets. So in case you needed this one, you can take a screenshot of this one and it has the 3 sheets. So yeah, but let's have a look for, maybe we can do the distressed gold maybe, but I'll have a look. I'll see what I've got here on hand. What is on hand? I did see distress in here. Okay. So let's have a little look here. The other one, I don't think this is, it must be this one. The distressed gold. But that's different to the one I think that we saw. Let me just look on my computer. Yeah, it's different to the, I think this one's actually finished up, this one. I really like this one. But we've got the plain gold. And now they've brought back the dazzle gold as well, which would be pretty. Brushed, yes. The distressed gold is in this one. But that was the brushed gold. So I think we might have used all of our distressed gold. But I'll use just the regular foil. Yeah, the distressed gold. We used a lot of the distressed gold. It was really good, that one. So we'll have to... I'll put that one on the order. You can jump into the cart distressed gold, but we'll use gold foil. It's just, I really love having all of these things on hand. I think it just elevates your card making when you can have, you know, something that you need. It's just on hand. It's here ready to go. And it's just a little piece of the cardstock, but
There's distressed gold in here.
oh, there is.
Yeah.
Oh. It says distressed gold on the front, but there's none in there on here. So I think, oh, it's maybe right at the back. Is there just one little piece left at the right at the back? Yeah. What's that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a tiny piece left. Look at that. So that's the distressed gold, just so you could see the difference.
And there's a
That's
pack here.
gorgeous, actually. Oh, is there a pack? Oh, thank you, Bruno Baducci. See, I love having all of this stuff on hand. What do you think, everyone? The distressed gold or the foil? I think even though after all of that, it's very kind of... Oh, we could still use this distressed gold for something in here. You had me at gold. Someone say gold. Yes. I'm going to use that here, but I think I'm going to use the other piece on the inside somewhere. So I just sort of worked out where I like this to sit, where it looks proud and happy. And that's where I knew to put the... Feels a little bit larger than it should be. Don't do what I'm doing. Use your trimmer, people. Do as I say, not as I do. Worst parenting line ever in the history of parenting. Since when do kids do as you say, not what you do? No, they just do what you do. If you're doing it, they're doing it. Yeah, that looks great. And then that can sit on that little groove there. Groove, baby, groove, baby. We're kicking goals here, peeps. How good does that look? Okay, so what else do we need? We need two pieces that are embossed in basic black. And we also need a piece for writing. So we could quite possibly, that would be really good to have something there. Maybe we could emboss this. What would this look behind? Would that kind of look good behind? What do you reckon, everyone? I think I'm vibing it. I think I'm like, whoa, how? How did you get that to look like that? I think that would be fun, hey? I don't think we'll even emboss it. So I think we'll do it in behind this part at the top. So it's kind of like a kapow. We could even do it on both. What would that look like? Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's do it on both. Why not? We've got it here. Let's use it, peeps. Let's use this gorgeousness. Because, you know, why do we get these things if we don't use it? It's like, oh, it's too pretty. It's too good. No, I can't use it. It's like, yes, chop it. Love it, chop it. Look at that. Cuts like butter. Ooh, here's even some pieces here we can use. Nothing will get wasted. Oh, I love this idea. So if you wanted to create a little bit more texture, let's just have a little play at the basics 3D. I think that would, what do you think? You reckon it's already got a lot of texture? Should we try this just to see what it looks like? I mean, you know, no one else is going to try it, are they? We'll all be too scared. Let me do that for you. It could be like this revolutionary, amazing thing. It could fail, but we won't know unless we give it a go. So if you really wanted to, you could test it on something smaller, but you know, if I go all in, I go all in. It's got to go all the way. I don't think I'll go twice because it is paper, so we don't want to create any holes and things in it. Oh my goodness. I love it. So that's before and that's after. So it hasn't taken away. I really feel like it's added to this piece. I really like it. I think it looks amazing. What do you think, everyone? So this is the basics 3D. These come in a set of 3. And let's have a little look here at the basics. So if you're looking for the online exclusives, they're not the easiest to find. By the way, to get to my store, just go to kyliebertucci.com. In fact, I'll show you now exactly how to get to my store. kyliebertucci.com, and then you can click on the shop button, either there or Stampin' Up store, and voila. And there's also retired products there too if you want retired products. And to make sure that you're shopping with us, it will have a little pop-up at the top saying who you're shopping with. But you can also get here, like for the online exclusives, I was surprised that it's not sort of sitting here. So you've just got to go view all, and then you'll see online exclusives here, or you can search by the items too. But I think it's good to see the online exclusives like this. There's this grid paper here as well. I don't know if you saw that. That's going to be my mini replacement. Brenna's already ordered some of that for me. So if I wanted to, I could cut it in half, and then I've kind of got like the mini look, or fold it in half even, to get that same feel. And then you know, be able to use 4 sides rather than just 2. But yeah, this, oh, that would be beautiful on this card, that trim combo. Gorgeous. Bruno was making this last night. Did you end up finishing the kaleidoscope pack? He was doing it for team cards or customer cards or something. Anyway, he'll reply in about a minute's time on the comments below because he's a bit behind. And yes, that's the naturally gilded paper there. Absolutely beautiful. But this is where I got it from, just so that you know where it's from. And it's great for sponging too, this paper. So that is that one. And here are the basics folder, which is what I was coming here for. I'm like, what exactly was I showing you again? Oh yes, the basics folder. So you get 3 in the set. And this particular one here, the dots and the sort of, what would you call it? Like a mesh almost. They are just, oh, out of this world. I just love them. They're spectacular. If you can call an embossing folder spectacular, I will. And we're going to be using this one today, the dies and the stamp set, so you can get them just as a bundle. And that's the flower that I used on my card. We'll even use some of those sentiments too. Yeah, so lots of great things here. There was a couple of things from the annual catalogue that have moved over here. You may not have realised, but the Queen Bee has moved over here. The Nested Friends and the dies that go with it. And there's the boho blue. So if you wanted your boho, it's over here too. Yeah, some really cool things. I was happy to see this leaf fall embossing folder back again. Some file folders here if you need some filing done. And these designer series tags came back too. Someone said Professional. There's some tumblers. Mini pocket envelope dies. There's some really cool things on this online exclusive. So make sure that you keep coming over here to have a little look. If you're not sure, if you can't find it, if you've been trying to search for it and you can't find it, let me just do this for you. Because I think I've got a, yeah, there we go. You can scan that one or take a photo. Take a photo of that, and then you can just click on that little scanning part. The one that goes, that sound. And that will take you to the online exclusives. If you live in Australia only. Sorry, everyone else. If you live in other countries and you can't find online exclusives in someone else's store, just let us know. We're happy to help you. Happy to be of assistance. Anyway, as we were, I'm having a bit of a coffee. Look at the lippy. Black coffee, peeps. Look at that black coffee. Whew. That's how you get powered. So I'm doing this one too because I've decided it's amazing. So let's do it like so. There we go. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Love it, love it, love it. And that is going to get stuck down in behind there. One thing I do like about the naturally gilded paper and even this distress paper is that there's only one side. I get really, really sad when there's two sides. It's like, don't make me choose. I love having options. Like, I don't want Stampin' Up! To take that away from me. I really love the fact that we have lots and lots of, designs. Because one design I may not like and the other I do. So I do like that. But I find it really hard to put glue on a beautiful piece of paper. Do any of you feel the same? I feel that this is emotionally easier for me. It's like I can handle putting glue on you. Okay. Ah, wow. What a card, people. It's good being organised. At least, you can go, oh, the kaleidoscope is not available today. Maybe that's in the US. In Australia, it's available. Is that right, Sherry? Are you in the US? You'll let us know anyway, because it looks like it's all good in Australia. I'm like, what am I doing next? I feel I need to do a piece of this. So I'm just going to cut all the way through. Again, I'm doing the Poppy Parade size. And we're going to put that at the bottom there. And then we just need our piece that we write on. And again, we'll do that Poppy Parade size. When I say Poppy Parade size, I mean our card templates. All of you who use my card templates, you all know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, good. Okay, see, I just put one in my cart. It just jumped in there. Don't even know how that happened. Oh, my goodness. Where did you come from? Now, this paper here, it's actually drawing me to use very vanilla, people. Oh, we sometimes forget about this basic colour, but it's an essential part of our cardstock. And I feel this card is asking for it. It's not often. Now, this is a really good one to score. Both your, before you cut, both your basic white and your vanilla. I just find it just has a much crisp, anyway, I have asked you if you agree. Oh, that's exciting. I love Sharon. Love it, love it, love it. Who said love it, love it? Oh, Tanya. Do you watch Bake Off the Professionals by chance? Are you quoting Cherish? She's so cute. Oh my goodness, we love that show. We haven't watched it in a while though. And what's the judge's name? He's French, isn't he? Bruno will tell us his name. Cherish and... No, not coming to me. But he's great too. Fabian, I don't know. Something very exotic. And it'll be Greg. No, I'm kidding. Or you've just been copying me, Tanya. Don't realise I'm getting it from Cherish. Oh my goodness. I love this card. Ah! Ah! It's just so beautiful. I love it, Nikki. Oh my goodness. It is so, so pretty. Like, you could leave it like this, but, you know, we're going to go that next level and put a sentiment on here, of course. So you can see here it's got a little bit of puff, but, you know, it's fine because we've got this beautiful paper in the background. And you could even have a stamped image in the background. You could do all sorts, but to be able to... Benoit! He does have a fancy name. Benoit. Everyone just calls him Ben. And they destroy his name. Benoit. It's the best show. If you haven't seen it, it's amazing. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, I'm going a bit sparkly today. I actually feel like using this one here. I really love this. This is a brand new one. If you haven't got this in your cart, add to cart because, you know, we can never have too many sentiments in our repertoire. But I really love them. Now, one thing to keep in mind is these here are at 90%, so they're even bigger again. But the sentiments are just perfect. You know, thank you for being my friend. You are the best. I love you. I really appreciate you. Thank you for always being there. You are so kind. You make me smile. You're my everything. Bruno, your kindness means everything to me. A very big thanks. I just can't thank you enough. Ah! Don't you love that? Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for always believing in me. Love and what's the love and? What's that going? Where's that going? Love and enough? Love and to you? Love and I don't know what love and goes with. Love and big. I really can't see what this love and goes with. Love and just can't. Oh, love and thanks. I found it, peeps. It's love and thanks. It's the only one it goes with, isn't it? But yeah, it's just a really, really cute. And yes, little kisses. That's true. It's a very, very nice set. So let's see what size it is. And I feel like for card makers, this is just like the perfect sized stamps. Choose Life was on it.
Love and thanks.
Bruno's onto it. I do get there eventually. I do work it out. Yeah, so it's a great set, this one. This one's brand new. And even these little flowers and things, like I think they'll look really nice in the background of like some layering flowers. So definitely look at popping that one into your cart. And we could play with one of those today. I think I'm going to do You Make Me Smile. Don't you think that's good? Do we have any anniversaries coming up? I've got in my calendar, I always put like friends that have got anniversaries coming up. I don't think we've got anyone. Oh, I can go to the anniversaries calendar. Calendar anniversaries. I'll turn all the others off. And let's just look for anniversaries. Oh, there is an anniversary coming up. Mark and Mel. James and Kathy. Who else? Jason and Kim. Might do one for Jason and Kim. What if we do... Oh, none of them really are anniversary though, are they? We'll have to do another one for their anniversary. Who else is anniversary? James and Kathy. Mark and Rosa. It's really good to have anniversaries in here. Oh, Sam and Fiona are next month. Oh, there you go. I love putting anything of any significance, even like we had a good friend of ours, her husband passed away 2 years ago, and I always put it in my calendar. You know, I think I'm going to remember, but, you know, life keeps going on for everyone except for the person who's lost their loved one. So I just put it in my calendar, and I made sure I messaged her on the anniversary of her husband's death and just said, look, I'm thinking of you today. It must be a really hard day, and please know that you're in our thoughts and prayers. And it's amazing how I think that second year, like the first year, maybe people remember or they, you know, take the opportunity. But I think, you know, year 2, year 3, I think it gets harder, to be honest. I think it, yeah. And it's just good to be able to remember for them. And yeah, or let them know that you haven't forgotten them, because I think that's the hardest bit. It's like feeling like everyone's forgotten them. You haven't moved on, but everyone else has. I think that's probably the hardest bit. Now, someone said it was their Stampin' anniversary. I just remembered ours is this year. So Donna's 5 years. Congratulations, Donna. Is anyone else having a Stampin' anniversary coming up? Ours is this month. And we're going to be 14 years. We're going to be overseas. We're going to be in London. I think just about to board the ship to Norway for our Stampin' anniversary. Oh, that's so much better, Iniki. That's great. So we're going to use some gold emboss here. We're going to have a bit of fun with this. And I think we'll definitely do... I was thinking, can I turn one of these into an anniversary card? But I think we'll just do You Make Me Smile. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I think it's very important. Like, I think of what would mean a lot to me, you know, even with our doggies, or like just someone remembering. So even like maybe someone's lost their pet, or just a message can mean so much. Oh, that You Are So Kind is so nice. But I'll do You Make Me Smile. I think that one's really sweet. Well, you know, I am a firm believer, Nicole, that what you do to others definitely comes back round. It either bites you in the butt or you get rewarded. I really believe that. What you sow, you will reap. So if you sow goodness, if you sow kindness, I really believe that it will come back to you. Like, it doesn't mean that people won't be mean to you, but I do believe that kindness attracts kind people, and negative or nasty people attract nasty people. I just think that's how it works. Yeah, I think it'd be good to have more anniversary sentiments. Even like plural, like we notice that there's a lot of I, but I want to say we love you, or yeah. So sometimes I keep sandboxing it. I put it in the suggestion box. Do all of you use the suggestion box? Because it's good to use that. Put a suggestion in there. It was so grubby. Sorry, I literally, it was so grubby I couldn't even stand it. And that's saying a lot for me. It's like, it's really bad if I can't stand it. I need alcohol for sure. Not for me, for the block. It needs a good clean.
Yeah.
What is it?
I think the delivery's here.
No.
I'm not doing an unboxing now.
You know I want to. Bruno thinks, take a photo of the postie, stalk him so everyone can see. We'll post it on Insta. Stalking the postie. I was stalking the tracking yesterday. I was like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it going to come before our live? Not that I'd be able to be organised in time, but, you know, I might be able to do it this afternoon now. I do have to take Bella to the vet. Ooh, he sounds excited. What is it? Is it the order? There is one thing I do want to pull out, though. I'm so excited by that stargazing paper. Oh, my goodness. And the earthenware. There's so much prettiness. I want to open it. One. They're taking a while. This could be good, everyone. This could be an unboxing. I don't know if there's going to be enough room there. I think there might be enough room there. No. Maybe in this corner. Oh, yeah, good amount of room there. Make sure that you put your powder on. Your embossing buddy. We'll just stamp this again. I really need to put a Versamark on my order. I don't re-ink my Versamark. I just get a new one. I learnt that from Lisa. There's something that she said. I think it might have been Versamark, actually. She's like, nope, I just reorder a brand new one. Oh, you received your 5-year pin today, Sue. That's a milestone. Congratulations, Sue. 5 years is a really, really nice milestone. Well done to the both of you. So I'm going to do gold. This is the pack. They come in a pack of 3. So you get the silver, the gold, and the copper. And it's good because it lasts quite some time. Ages, in fact. You'll have it for ages and ages. I'm getting some grid paper here. Because I do love to use... I like the trays, but I only use the trays for black and white. So they have a tray each, and I don't ever mix them. Because we know what a disaster that would be. Well, you're not running in here excited, Bruno. So it doesn't look like it's the unboxing video happening, everyone. You could have at least informed us. We're all holding our breath, waiting. I'm still holding my breath. Gasp. Do I have a gasp here? I feel like I have one. In 1 minute's time, Bruno will hear me on the headphones. and come and tell us, yeah, it was just some mail. But clearly, people, or maybe it is the new stuff and he doesn't want to tell me because he knows that I'll make him pull out stuff. He knows me too well if that's the case. So the gold, we want to give it a good blast. You ready? So you see, you can start seeing the difference here with the not hot and the melted and the unmelted powder. Gorgeous. Next one. Oh, look at that. Isn't that incredible? And I love seeing the metallics on the black. I mean, it looks gorgeous on basic white as well. And then you can actually sponge and colour as well. But I just love, love, love it on the metallics. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, breathtaking. Take my breath away. Now, I'm going to chop this because I want to use my Burr Blue Mini. And, you know, sometimes you do need to chop down, but I'm going to do it. So there's a little bit missing here, so we'll just give him an extra blast. Oh, yeah, that's good. Just check that everything's melted correctly, because that will just come off if it's not. The gold feels very similar to me as the black. It's quite like solid. It needs up close and a bit more time than the basic white. The basic white seems to be the most fragile of all the embossing powders. Doesn't like it being left on there for too long, and it's quite quick to emboss. Oh my goodness, Bruno, you're killing me. Where are you? Why are you not talking to me? What's going on? Why am I not being informed by a blow-by-blow account of what is happening with the postman? What did he do? What did he bring? I need to know. Okay. I like to use the grey base rather than the basic white. I just find it goes through the machine better.
Oh, well, look how nice those plates are.
I know they're brand new.
Wow, where'd you get those from?
We want to know whether it's the pre-order or not.
It's not the pre-order.
You could have let us know. What do you mean?
It's not the pre-order.
It's the order?
Yeah.
And it's here?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? And you didn't come and tell us? Who are you? Who hurt you?
You were spot on, because as soon as I told you, you would be like,
Please go and can you please get the stargazing paper?
We will open
please.
it when there's room in this room to open it.
You're such a party pooper. Why do you poop at the party? You're such a party pooper. Why do you have to be so responsible? Oh, so boring to be responsible and organised. Let's just put chaos on chaos. Oh, love it. Chop it. And he didn't even come and tell us. I knew it. I'm like, I bet you it's the order, and he doesn't want to tell us. Because the first time I asked, there was nothing. Crickets. Didn't even answer me. Did I break the sound barrier? Ah! My goodness, I can't even concentrate now, people. I'm a new product junkie. Okay. I admit it. I'm an addict. It's not my fault. I try to stop, but I just can't stop. It just jumps into my shopping cart. Now, someone put here, Carol, he's such a tease, Patty. Oh my goodness, it kills me. So Carol said here, I'm having trouble keeping up with this project. What would you like to know, Carol? We're happy to help. If you go back to the beginning, if you missed the start, you will get step by step on what is happening here. I don't know if you've come in part way, but just go back to the beginning. You've got 3 of the Calypso Coral card bases. If you don't have our card bases, good idea to get those. And then each layer is Poppy Parade layer on the card templates. And then we've just added this strip here for it to sit on. And you'll see the section about the window sheet and how to fold it and put it inside. So yeah, I'm not sure when you came in, but if you didn't start from the beginning, that would be a very good idea, because otherwise you would be very lost. Now we're going to layer these here like so. Oh, look at that, people. Can you believe it? Can you believe how beautiful they are? And then the other thing that we need to do is do the sentiment. You like that, Christine? I really am an addict. I can't help it. Look, it could be a bad addiction. I don't think this is a bad addiction. Of all the addictions I could have, I think this one is okay. I think this one is the least harmful for me of all of my addictions. TV does have its consequences. Cooking and food, it has consequences. I really do wish, of all my addictions, I wish it was exercise. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. I could dream that I could become an exercise addict, but I don't think that's going to be my addiction of choice. I'm more inclined to go for chocolate addiction or chip addiction, hot chip addiction. Bing! And we're going to go for some more gold. So what's the plan, Bruno? We're going to do it after Bella comes back. She's got to go to the vet today. Chris, like, I can't do any more. We've already got enough. I do like it when we do a few samples. So maybe we can plan it. We can plan it and hold out on you all. What do you prefer? Do you prefer our unboxing just with things, or do you prefer our unboxing with a few prototypes? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, so pretty. Yeah, she's just got a little, I found a little, I don't know what you would call it, tiny little cyst on her neck. And I thought, normally I'd go, oh, let's just see how it goes. But because we're going away, I don't want to leave it. And because she's going to be in your hands, Kirsty, I don't want things going wrong when you are so kindly dog sitting for us. I'm like, I'm just going to get that checked out. Especially because we're away for 2.5 weeks. I thought, I don't want this turning into like this massive big golf ball on the back of the neck and you having to deal with it. I'm like, no, let's just go get it checked. I think they're at the age now where when they were younger, I'd be like, they'll be right. But now it's like, I don't want to leave it. They're 14 now, so I didn't realise, but that means, Bruno, that we got them the year that I started Stampin' Up. That's pretty random. How come I never related the two? Or maybe it was the year after, actually. I like a little bit of an angle. Ooh, yeah. You make me smile, you guys. Guys are so gorgeous. The more we see, the more we order. Yes, it's true. Oh, you're so sweet, Kirsty. Seriously, where did we even find you as a friend? So I think that we'll stick these down because it's easier to hide it on the back. You can use dimensionals, of course. Maybe we will use dimensionals, but what you will need to do is just make sure that it's sitting on the paper so that you don't see it through the other side. So let's do that. So what we can do is I'll get my trusty little minis. They're very handy in a time like this. And we'll sort of get an idea of where we want. Do we want I think the little one looks good on top. And then we'll sort of hover that around there, something like that. I think that looks really good. And you could even use some of the gold leafing or something like that if you wanted to do that as well. Go to town. But this looks good to me. So what we'll do is we'll do the bottom one first. Move you out of the way. And we can kind of just see the silhouette of where this is going to be and where the dimensionals will fit on. You may even need to chop some of the minis. I know that's crazy to think you've got to chop a mini, but I think we should be okay because you don't need too many here. We're just trying to create a little so it's just all eyeballing, but I think that works. Yep. And then where did we decide this was going to go? Yeah, it's definitely that way. So I think if we, yeah, like that. And it doesn't matter if it's got like little, because we embossed it, it's got like a little bit of a lip, but that's good because, you know, I like flowers to have a little bit of texture. And that looks really, really pretty like that. And then this one here, we'll do a few for this one. Yep. And then maybe just one over here. Brilliant. I'm so glad the pre-orders come so quickly. That's brilliant. We are going to have a busy, busy day today, but it's going to be well worth it because I thought that was going to be happening next week. I thought that was going to be my Monday. So that will be good. Ah, wowza. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Now this one here, we're going to stick it to there. So I just want to have a dimensional down here, but it will need to be chopped. So on the edge of this one, it's quite handy, but you can see there's quite a big border here. Please make sure that you use this. It's really, really handy for something like this because look how tiny we can do that little piece. It's like it can be exactly what we want it to be. And will it fit nicely there? Yes, it will. Thank you very much, little minis. So yeah, it's a big border, but I really love that the minis have such a big border like that. And just follow it along. It's not maybe going to follow along the sentiment, but at least it's hidden really nicely behind there. And you just want a little bit of Tombow glue or a bit of tear and tape or something at the end here, because that is where it's going to sit on the flower on the other end, because remember, it's already raised the flower. Oh my goodness, people, look at this. Ah, you make me smile. This card, it makes me smile. Are you excited, everyone? I'm so excited by this card. And I must say, I am impressed with how beautiful it looks in gold. And do you love that distressed gold behind? And I love it embossed. It's like, oh my goodness, it's out of this world. And you can see the back, like, that doesn't offend me. Like, even if I looked at that, I wouldn't look at it and go, ooh, gross. It doesn't offend me. But if you really wanted to, like I showed you before, you can do the other side and cover that as well if you wanted to. Totally up to you if you want to take it that next step. But I think, personally, I think it's fine. We will add something here on the sentiment piece, because we've got quite a bit of, you know, cool things around here that we can add. Let's add that little piece here. Like I said, nothing gets wasted around here. Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Nicole. Yeah, I'm really happy with this one. So just, if you missed the steps, hopefully, I think it was Carol that said she's a bit lost. If you missed the steps, just go back to the beginning. You're just looking at, let's show you exactly with the card templates. If you don't have the card templates, oh my goodness, you need them in your life. You will thank me later. You'll be like, oh, how did I live without these card templates in my life? I don't even know how I got out of bed in the morning. My life is finally complete. I'm dead. Literally, I'm going to be killed. I'm waiting. I'm counting down until he sees it. Oh no. How did this even happen? How, people? How did it even happen? I don't even know how these things happen to me. Oh, I found it. I found why. There was a wipe over here. It was his fault. It was his fault. It was you. Why did you have to go and sabotage my new card templates? Uh-oh. Do you just sound really quiet? Hopefully he's not going to notice. But that is what you need. You need 3 of these sizes. And you need, how many poppy parades do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 pieces of the poppy parade size. Okay. And that's going to be that size there, which is the size that we've chosen. But if you wanted to have an extra layer, you could have the poppy parade, like in very vanilla. He's just caught up. Oh no. Very sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. Throw another label on it. But you could do like some sort of layer like that. I do like really fine layers. So you could have, you know, very vanilla and then have your gold. And it's just like this really tiny, tiny little layer. I mean, that's probably a little bit too tiny for gold. Yeah, I mean, very vanilla would be lovely. And then your gold in the melamamba. So it's just this tiny little layer, but I feel like it would make it pop again. So it's up to you, but I've just used literally Calypso Coral, 3 of them, and then 1 of Poppy Parade, and then the window sheet. So there you go. Do you like it, everyone? Please give us a thumbs up if you do, if you've learnt something new today. But I think that is really fun. And it seems to be happy. It's staying there. You can't tell that it's crooked, can you? I won't bring attention to it, but yeah, it's crooked. But yeah, I don't think it's just the way you burnish it. It's the scoring. If you get the scoring, spend time on your scoring, But I do actually think, looking at this, that the window sheet was a bit crooked. So just make sure your window sheet is cut to perfection as well. Yes! Oh my goodness, Donna, that is genius. I really do need to do that. Thank you, Donna. That is going to be the next thing. Although it would be really annoying to have any sort of lip. That's the only thing. I think that's why I don't laminate them. Because if it had a lip of any lamination, literally I can't see the layer properly. So maybe that's why. I can just do it again. It's okay. I've got plenty of Calypso coral. It will be shown to be a hard working layer. It's a hard working layer. It's not card templates without a bit of, evidence of hard work. So there you go. So was there any questions? Is everyone capiching? Does everyone follow? But I think it would look gorgeous with some of these leaves here. You could just add them as a little embellishment. Add maybe some gold foil leaves. So that could be another addition if you'd like to. So something like that. You could put them here and another one here. Or two sticking out like so. That would look gorgeous. Yeah. So you really can keep, there's really no end to this card because it's just so pretty. Let's just do that because I don't want to leave here yet. I'm like, what time is it actually? Oh yeah, it's almost 12. We've got a little bit of time before I take Bella to the vet and then try and do some prototypes for you all. Wouldn't that be exciting? I wonder if that's what Brenna's doing in there. Oh no, he'd be sorting the paper out. I can hear him. I can hear him flipping the paper. He's getting it ready, peeps. He's getting the unboxing ready to go. So make sure you're subscribed. Yeah, it's like a recipe for splotches. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. Used and abused. No, used and well loved. And yes, I cut this down so that... What was that?
No, I'm not doing prototype. I'm cleaning up from last catalogue.
Oh, you're good. Ready? Yeah, she's amazing. Bella will be good. They had their teeth out and they've done so amazing. She had, I think, 7 teeth out and Jasper about the same. And they've both, bounced back so well. Normally I wouldn't stress about it, but I just thought, you know what, I'm going to get onto it just because we're going away. And I don't want it to be in the back of my mind thinking, oh, should I have taken her to the vet? Should I have done it? It's very hard to figure out when you're being an overprotective mother or... Look, I don't think there's such thing as there, really. I don't think you can ever care too much. You've got to go, no, I love them and I'm willing to look after them. Now, which way would that go, do you think? Yeah, I think that way looks good. But I mean, it could go either. Oh, no, that definitely looks better. It's so funny with Jasper. He was getting to the point where he wasn't able to jump much anymore. And we were calling him old man. We're like, come here, old man. Anyway, all of a sudden, I don't know what has happened, but he's just jumping everywhere. It's driving me nuts. I'm like, you can't be jumping. You're going to hurt yourself. I'm like finding him jumping on our big bed, and I've got to close the door now because he's just like, whee! He's like a puppy again. I'm like, what has happened to you? It'll be here on YouTube, Donna. So yes, make sure that you subscribe if you're not already. Of course you're subscribed. Do you think the leaves made it? I know. I think it really made it. I think it's taken it to the next level. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Winner, winner, winner. Brutal cave. I'm the nagging wife. Eventually it's like, shut up, fine. So thank you all very much for joining me. I really am happy with the way that this turned out. And if you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up, or if you're on Facebook, a love heart. Please follow us for more of this sort of inspiration and free classes. Remember that you can also get our other classes that we have available. We have a brand new one that's just come out. I think it's yesterday. I know it goes so fast, doesn't it, Tanya? It just came out yesterday. Well, not yesterday. What date even is it? Came out 5 days ago. Yesterday. If you go to kyliebatucci.com, let's go over there and have a little look. Let me show you. No, we don't want to go there. We want to go to kyliebatucci.com. I think that's the right one. Yes, okay. So let me show you. So you go here and then you can click on shop and you can see here card template tutorials. So if you want the card template tutorials, we've got online classes as well. I think that's the right one. Yes, there we go. So this is our latest one here, the Countryside Corners, which is brand new product. But don't feel like you have to have this product in order to complete the cards. I mean, obviously it's going to help. But we have a lot of different sweets that we have used. So maybe some of these sweets you have purchased in the past. This one here, the By the Bay one, was probably one of our most popular ever. And I do need to make that one time for you. But the only place you can get this amazing card here. What? What is going on there? But that technique you can use for lots of other things. So, yeah, there's a lot of great classes here. There's 12 classes that you get, 12 videos with instructions and measurements in all countries, and you get unlimited access to all the videos. So they're really great classes, 12 of them in each set. It's only $22 Australian, which is super, super cheap. What does that work out? It's less than $2 per class. What? $2 per class. So funny. And that's Australian dollars. So for, I think you in the US, it ends up like, I don't know, $1.10 or something. It's amazing. I think we're 66 cents to your dollar. So you get 80 cents off. So yeah, about $1.20. Not even that because it's less than. So yeah, it probably is $1.10. Ah, my maths is winning today. That's the first. Must be the coffee. But yes, definitely go and check those classes out because I think you'll really enjoy them. And did I have anything else I wanted to share with you? Oh, yes. Remember, you can join our team if you love all these products. And remember, it's the best way to get the best value because you not only get $66 of product for free when you join, but you also get 20% off all of your orders afterwards. It's a no-brainer, people. $66 of product for free. Choose anything you want. You don't have to sell. Just come and join our team. Be a crazy crafter. Come and join the Crazy Crafters team. Come and have some fun with us. There's a few crazies here today. Megan LaCorney's in the house. Caitlin's usually here, but she must be sleeping. Oh, she's at the markets, I think. She's probably prepping for her markets. She's doing a card market. But if you don't want to join, all good. You can go shopping if you live in Australia. And you will actually receive one of our classes, the bundles, for free. You will get the Countryside Inn, the brand new one. If you order this month, you'll get that one for free. 12 classes for free, just for shopping of any value. Winning! Yes, please. So there you go. One last thing before I head off. I don't know why I don't have it. I have to set it up. But please make sure that you are subscribed to our newsletter because that is the best place to get all of our news, all of our updates. Yeah, just to make sure that you're not missing a thing. Oh, thank you for coming, Nicole. Yeah, so just make sure you've signed up for that one, the newsletter. You'll get a free class with that as well when you sign up. And the vet appointment is at 1 o'clock. So good timing. It's 12 o'clock now here in Melbourne, lunchtime. And yeah, we'll get ready for, I'll do a bit of a tidy in here, and then we'll get ready for an unboxing video this afternoon. We'll see what time Bruno approves. He's the one that he's got good limits, good parameters. I'd be like, I'm jumping on now. No, just have a little break, recoup, and then we'll see you in a few hours' time. We'll set a date and we'll put up the event for you so that you know when to jump back on again. And yes, I'll keep you up to date with Bella. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe, share, whatever you can do to keep our little YouTube channel running and for us to give you free content. We really appreciate your support with all of our card templates and the classes, all those things, because that's what keeps this free. And it keeps it ad-free as well. Have you noticed that? No ads. That's why. We would rather give you something of value than have advertisements. That's the way we work. Thank you, Nikki. Oh, yes, I've got lots of big, puffy, lightweight duck jackets. Thank you. See you soon, everyone. Big hugs to all of you. And happy crafting, and we'll see you in a few hours' time. Bye. Love you all lots. Big hugs. Where's my buy button? I'm too busy holding my cup to have a look on the other screen. Actually, it is on here. Okay, bye.